Hey everyone, welcome back for a brand new session of GrooveKart for the first of the year, and Happy New Year to everyone around the world. I hope you're having a fantastic start to the new year. I know it's been a busy one for me, and I've enjoyed the time off actually to catch up on some of the things that I needed to catch up on, and so it's been really good. It's been a very productive year so far. So as you know, this today's session is about Printify. So that's the good news. Actually, Printify is integrated with GrooveKart, and so that's really fantastic. And I'm just going to show you how you can actually get connected with Printify. Now, if you're joining us live, just put a hashtag live, and if you're joining us with the replay, then hashtag replay. But it's good to see you guys. Hey Lorraine, nice to see you. Happy New Year. Good to have you here, and hope your New Year's been going fine so far. So yeah, I'm just going to get started with the today's session. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and as we go through it, I'll show you how we can actually get Printify connected to your GrooveKart site. So let me just find the screen that I'm looking for. Okay. So hopefully you can see that. When you log into your Groove, you will get to the dashboard, and then on the dashboard, so if I just go back to the dashboard, this is the first thing that you're going to see when you first log in. And KD3 Digital, hey, how you going? So we've got when you get into your Groove or log in, you're going to come to this dashboard. So to get to your GrooveKart from here, there's two places. You can either go here in the top menu here, but it doesn't actually have everything. So if you go over to and hover over the G logo, then you'll get a little bit more of an extensive menu there. And I normally go here all the time, and I just click onto GrooveKart. We get to the main gallery of all the different stores that you have. I've got a few there. Not all of them are mine. Some of them are my customers as well. But this one here is mine. So we're going to go use this one today. And I want to connect Printify with this particular store. Okay, so we come into here, and what we need to do is we have to go up to products on the left hand side here. So there's the menu. Can't see my screen. Okay, can you see it now, Lorraine? Sorry about that. I don't think I had it switched on. Okay, let me just restart this again, because I didn't actually have it on, so that you guys can follow what I'm doing. All right, I'm just going to go back to Groove. So let's head back to there now. We'll go back to the main dashboard. And as I mentioned before, when you first log into Groove, you'll come into this page here, and you've got a menu up the top here. I normally go to this one here. I just hover over the G logo, and then I scroll down to GrooveKart there, and then click on that one. Or you can go to this one. It's up to you. It doesn't matter, but at least you've got two ways of getting to GrooveKart. And once you get to GrooveKart, you see the gallery. Now, like I said, these are not all my stores. Some of them are my clients. I'm just going to log into this one here. So I'm going to go into admin dashboard. If I go back here, Storefront basically shows you the live view of your website. So if you actually click on that, you'll see the live view of your website, if you've got it live, that is. Mine's still under maintenance, so I've actually turned it off. I'm still working on it, but that's where you'll see the live view. Let me see if I can show you another one here. This one here, storefront. If you go there, you'll see the live view of the actual website. So that's what the storefront is for. Okay. All right. I'm going to go into this one, Fitwear. Hang on, is it Fitwear Zone, and go into the admin dashboard. All right, so in here, we want to go up to products, and then we want to go down to POD and drop shipping. Now, when you get there, you're going to see a few different, providers, if you like. These are all suppliers or drop shipping suppliers, all of them. I would probably not use this one here, Layer App. I think they're not really sort of actually in action at the moment. So that one there I would just leave alone. But the rest here is fine. Honeycomb and Tiny Brander are actually supplement drop shippers. So like protein powder, supplement capsules, all those sorts of things. They do that, and you can just put your branding on their products. But there is with one of them, I think there is a price you have to pay in order to do that. I'm not absolutely sure. These are not quite integrated as yet. So, but I know in the coming probably months that'll all be connected. But today we want to actually focus on Printify. Now, Printify is a lot like Printful and T-Launch, where you see here T-Launch and Slingly, and also T-Scape. But I like Printify because it gives me other options as well versus Printful. So I actually I like using that quite a bit. So it's great that it's actually integrated now, or we can integrate now with our GrooveKart site, because it gives you some options. And some people actually have mentioned that it's slightly cheaper than Printful as well. Now, to connect, what we need to do is that we also need to actually have a Printify account. Now, once you create a Printify account, you want to log in. Okay, so you want to have that open while you're doing this process. All right, so when you log in, this is what you're going to see. This is the main dashboard of Printify. And as you can see here, we've got like a catalog, we've got men's clothing, so you can see all like t-shirts, hoodies, tank tops, sportswear, and so on. Same with women's clothing. Home and living is a cool one, because you know there's some different stuff in there that I know Printful doesn't have. But when you go, just when you join up, just go through it all. Home decor is actually quite, there's some good stuff in there. Like we've got scented candles in jars. So that's a nice little gift type sort of an option. Lampshades. So there's quite a few different things, but and bin bags. But you know, have a browse through and you know, find out for yourself. Rocket growth strategies and digital Printify, yes. 30% less than Printful, yes. It is cheaper. So yeah, thank you for that comment. It does give you guys some options, which is really, really cool. And of course, being integrated, which means everything can, like when you select a product, or when you create a product, it goes straight into your store. You can just transfer it over into your store, and all the information, images will go with it. So you don't have to do any copy and paste and all that. It might be a little bit of it, yeah, maybe a little bit later on, just depends. I have found with Printful, I've had to actually download images from Printful and then upload them up to GrooveKart. So there may be some manual processes. I haven't actually used Printify in Groove just yet, so this is still sort of fresh with me as well. But I know pretty much the gist of integrating it. So long as you've got an account open, or you've got an account with Printify, make sure that your dashboard is showing. We want to go over to GrooveKart. All right, so we head over to the this part here. Don't forget this was under products, and then when you click on products, you go down to POD and drop shipping. And to get to Printify, you come down here. Now you just click on Learn More, and once you click on Learn More, if you click on that, that will take you to Printify. and then you can actually sign up from there if you want to. So, you know, but so long as you've got this, you've got it open at the same time that you're doing this process. So in order to actually integrate it, we need to switch it on or activate it. So we're going to go down here. You can just see there's a button there or toggle switch where we can just click on it and it will toggle it on. Once that is on, then you'll see this little cogwheel appear. You click on that because that's your settings. And when you go into your settings, you're going to find that it's going to require a Printify API token. All right, so now that's why we go back to our account, which is here. All right, and now we want to go down to where are we? Dashboard, account, connections. Okay. So I actually want to go back up here, and I click on one of my stores. So you probably won't have any stores if this is a fresh account for you, but I click on this part here, and then I go down to add new store. Okay, now you're going to get this. All right, so these are all connections with different stores. You won't see ours in there. You won't see GrooveKart in there. So you have to actually click on the API. Okay. Once you click on the API, you want to put your store name in there. So this one here is Footwear Zone. Ooh. And continue. Congrats. This is really easy compared to Printify to actually set up. So down here now, we should actually have, we go to settings, hang on, connections. Nope. Store settings. We should actually see an API key down here. API section. I'm just going to make sure I'm on the right store. Manage my stores. Okay, Footwear Zone, I want to connect that. So I actually need the API store settings. Now I have seen it actually end up down here. I'm not sure why I can't actually see it at the moment. Connections, no. Printify. Okay, let me just do this. Account. Manage my stores. Are there any groups that specialize on? I'm just actually reading some of this text in here. MJ McIntyre, are there any groups that specialize in these things like accountability groups? I think that would be a good idea to have chat groups on Facebook for each topic. No, there is no groups, but we do actually have like YouTube, like with Groove Asia, we actually have a YouTube with these type of sessions every week, so you can actually see all the previous sessions. Is it on Printify Connect and top menu? Try that. No, it should actually end up down here. I'm just going to refresh this. We should actually see the API key here. I'm going to go here. Store settings. I'm doing something wrong here. I know there's something that I've probably missed out. I have actually set this up, obviously, with other stores, and for some reason, I'm not finding the actual settings that I need for the API. Okay. So no, it's not that one, Lorraine. Let me just manage stores again. Okay, there's the API. Why am I not seeing it? So I see API, but I don't actually see I don't actually see the key itself. Let me just have a quick look. Let's go back here. Enter your Printify API token. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to dashboard and see if I can see anything there. Okay, just bear with me, guys. I'll work through this. Would love to see a chat group where, so MJ McIntyre, we would love to see a chat group where store builds are talked about, graphic resources talked about, accountability partners. Yep. Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to managing that sort of thing in terms of a chat group. If you can get enough people enthusiastic enough to get involved in that, that would be really cool. But I do often see even on groove.cm official Facebook page, Robert Murray will sometimes get people to show their GrooveKart sites, and if they have any questions and things like that, they can pop their questions in there. So there are sort of little places here and there that you can actually do that sort of thing, what you're talking about. But yeah. All right. I've still got to try and get this sorted. And so I need to try and figure out why this is actually, so this is, Fitware Zone is actually connected. And we just need that API key. And from what I can remember, it wasn't as difficult as this. I want to know we do not generate, no, not normally. So in here, we've got to enter the Printify API token, and that's what I'm trying to find now. It never used to be this difficult to find, and I'm just wondering why I'm actually having a problem with it now, as opposed to I found it quite easily before. My account, my files, settings, connections, Printify. Let me just have a quick look at this. Printify API documentation. Okay, that's a whole lot of reading. I don't think I'm going to get much help from that. Store settings, ship from address, order settings, Printify Connect. We've tried that. Yeah. Wow. Connected, go to Pi now. Right. I'm going to have a quick look in here and just see. Oh, by the way, what I just did is that I actually clicked into actually probably Academy might be better, but I've just done Printify Academy. I've gone to blog, and I know with the blog you might be able to get some help in there as well, but this is probably looking like for a needle in the haystack. Let me just see if I can find API key. No, how embarrassing is this? All right, okay. So the whole part of it is that we actually, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get an API key. Now, let me just show you. Once you get the API, it's quite a elongated key. I'll show you in a different site that I've got. When you actually do find it, the API key, but in this one here, in my other store, because I have actually set it up in this store. When it loads up, we go into products, POD. My internet's a bit slow at the moment by the looks of it. Let me just cut some of this stuff off. Thank you. I also asked them on Groove Facebook because I think it can really up everyone's game. Yeah, in 2024. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. It's just a matter of someone managing all that. Okay, okay. Thanks, Lorraine. So in here, where did you say? On the left-hand sidebar, click on API on the API page. On the API page. I can't see the API page. Hang on. Click on your profile icon. Click on your profile icon. Profile icon. Are you talking about here first? Okay, there. Connections. See, this is the one I don't. Actually, you have one Printify API taken. Okay, so okay, here we go. I think I've got it. I can't see it either. Okay, so I'm just going to do this one. I thought I had already created this, but I'm going to call this one obviously Fitwear Zone. We're going to cover this again just shortly. So I'm going to do that. All scopes, generate token. I think this is it. This is it. So I'm going to copy that. All right, let me just show you what I just did, because it wasn't as easy as what I could remember as it was easier the first time. It's not as easy this time. But when you get into your dashboard, you go down to account, connections, and although I couldn't see, I thought I'd already set this up because I thought it asked me before, but it looks like I had to generate it again. So now I've actually generated another token for Fitwear Zone. So now that I've got that, okay, so I've actually saved it, so I can click on the I. And so that's it there. So now that I've got that and I've actually copied the API key, I can go back to where I was before. Here, I hope I'm in the right one. No, I'm going to go to this one here, Fitwear Zone, and I'm going to put that API key into my Printify thing here. So learn more. Right, paste. That's the API key. It's a huge, huge key. So it's very elongated. So yeah, definitely we don't generate it ourselves, and we just save. Once that's saved, it means now I can connect to the store. Here, this little box pops up. All I do is go down to the store that I want to connect it with, which is Fitwear Zone, and then save. So sorry about that, guys. I actually took so long getting that sorted for you. But now that's actually hopefully saved. Right. Yep. Thanks, Lorraine. Thank you for your help. And so now we've got that connected by the looks of it. All we got to do now is create a product. So let me just have a look and see some of my products. I'm just going to quickly do a product. Men's clothing. I'm just going to go t-shirts because it's summer here. I'm going to put a design on one of these. You have to pick which supplier you want. So location, there's one in Australia that they can send from, Canada, Australia again, US. So let's just say I'm going to go with Australia. It's got all the different sizes, all the different colors. I just want to start designing. And then I get my little template here. You can upload a design from your computer, or if you've or you can, obviously just use some of their own graphics. So I'm just going to go with, I think I've got some in my library. So I'm going to actually put one of these in there. Let me just see. So Halloween stuff. Let me go that one there. All right. So it's a little bit too big. We can just make it smaller and fit inside. Center it. I am going to select the colors I want. I'm not going to use white. I'm going to have just black. And then maybe, I don't know, navy, and possibly too dark. Maybe we'll go for something like that. Okay, so I've done that. Oh, I don't know why that hand, move it over. Okay, so I've done that. Now I just want to preview. And if I click on some of these, I can see what it looks like on a person. I can change the color. Looks pretty outstanding. I quite like it. Are there any colors more popular than others? Black is normally quite a good color all the time. It's fairly, I mean, it especially like with a design like this, it really suits it. But it's really up to you what you think the design looks good on. Like if I was to put that design on probably maybe something like a white color or even a yellow, I don't think it'll look as good. So it needs kind of, I try and sometimes pick the different color tones in the actual image itself, but I haven't sort of gone for the yellow. But like orange, a dark orange might be a good one. The purple, maybe a dark blue. So yeah, it's really what you think looks really cool. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to go to the next stage. All right, so we've got all the information there, like the images. I think it just wants me to choose a title. This is not loading up properly, so I can't really see it properly. I think I'm going to go that one there too as well. Title, image, color. We'll go that one. Oh. Mock-up views. No, that one there. Okay. And we've got all the different descriptions in there. Add size table to description. Yes. I'm going to add that to it as well. So this is the really cool part about Printify. It's got all those sorts of things that you can actually just add into it. I'm going to select all in terms of sizes. I'm quickly going through this. This was purely to show you how to integrate it, but I'm also doing a product as well just to show you how it integrates. I'm just going to go publish. Now, once it publishes, it should actually go into your store. So it says publishing. Now, if you've actually tried to do Printify before and you've gone through this whole process and you actually did publish your item, you will find that it will stay in that publishing status. Now, I'm not sure if that's the case with this, but it does actually say it's publishing. I want to have a quick look in GrooveKart and go into the to the Printify again. Don't forget Printify. This here is actually products, POD, and drop shipping, and then you get into here and then learn more. You're going to need to probably remember that, because you need to go backwards and forwards here just in case you need to actually initiate the transfer. So we're just going to go into configure. Once we get into there, go to products. Now, it's not seeing anything at the moment. So so this is the thing. If it's still publishing, then that means that it's actually hasn't gone over yet. But let me just refresh it and see. So it is still publishing, and I think you may have to wait for a wee while before that heads over. But once it is published and it's actually transferred over, you should see it in here. That's where you should see it. Now, whether or not it asks you to actually add it to store, or whether it just adds to the store straight away, because I know with Printful, you have to actually, it goes into the Printful section here that's similar to Printify, and then it tells you to add to store. Whereas Printify, I'm not too sure, because I haven't actually added anything just yet. I've only connected one store up with it, now two. But as far as coming this far and seeing whether or not it's syncing or not, I'm not sure if that's 100% at this stage. I'm gathering it is supposed to be, because it should be integrating with it by now. But if it's not, just leave it for a little bit longer, probably about 5-10 minutes. If it's still not doing that, then I would actually contact support, right? Because obviously seems to be some integration issues. But that's probably as far as I can take you at this stage. And that's how easy it was just to even create a product, as you just seen. So so just having a look to see. I can't see it either. So I think I've answered some of the questions, or most of the questions in the chat. Look, so in this instance, I mean, it's still kind of fresh. Printify has only really been sort of, I guess, integrated with Groove for probably about a week, maybe a little bit more than that. And this is really my first time of actually trying to get a store, trying to get products to sync in with the GrooveKart store. The fact that it's still publishing at the moment could mean that it takes a little bit longer to do than like other suppliers like Printful. But if there is an issue with it, then I'm sure Groove support will actually sort it out once you let them know. I probably will be letting them know anyway. So and then once it gets in there, then you could probably expect it to to show up on your store in My Products. But that's it for that one. There may be a part 2 to this next week, because if I can get to the bottom of this whole thing where it's still publishing and get that sorted, then I might be able to go through that next week. Sorry about how long it took me to actually find the API details, but I think they've had a little bit of a change around in the dashboard with Printify. I'm not absolutely sure, but for some reason I used to see the API key on the left-hand side menu. Didn't have to really go to somewhere else to actually get it. So apologies for that. That took me a little bit longer. By the way, look, I'm running a little bit over time, but there is, I'm not sure if you guys are into LinkedIn, but Ching Yu has got a session on LinkedIn at the moment. And that's actually running right now. I think it started probably about 4 minutes ago. And I'm just going to put the link into the chat, so that if you guys want to go over there, well, if you want to register for it and master LinkedIn, and maybe increase your, I guess your exposure on LinkedIn if you want to know how to do that. But Ching Yu is a master at networking, and he does quite a lot of it on LinkedIn as well as Facebook. And yeah, so he's very, very, very good at what he does. So if you're interested in that, that's on now. There's the link. Just click on that link, and you'll go to Eventbrite, and you'll be able to sort of get a free ticket. It is free, oh, sales closed. Okay. All right. Maybe that's because they've already started. All right. Oh, earlier, when you said earlier, how much earlier, Lorraine? Was it like a few hours ago, or because I think when I went to it earlier, it was still open, possibly. But anyway, if you can't get on it, I'm sure there will be another one at some point. But thanks, guys, for coming along today. Look, once again, Happy New Year. Hope you're having a great one. Time to do things like get passive incomes into order, like with GrooveKart, and really focus on finding a product that you can actually get out there and sell. It doesn't have to be many products. It can be, it can even just be one product. It doesn't have to be many, and just get started with that. But the whole secret is to make sure that your site can get found. And trying to, like, I don't normally do paid advertising. Everything that I try and do within the GrooveKart store site, like the SEO and all that sort of thing, is really, really important, because that's what Google actually picks up on. And it favors websites that have got lots of good information that it can actually serve up to its users. So just remember that, because that's a real good key to actually getting found. The other thing is use ChatGPT to your advantage when you're doing stuff like that, because you can actually create some really good content, meta descriptions, meta titles, OG titles, OG descriptions, all those sorts of things, content, copy content for like your homepage, things like that. That all comes into that all makes it a lot more, gives you a better chance, if you like, to get found. And also think about some of the keyword, or a particular keyword you want to use for your site. Say for instance, this one here, like footwear zone. What sort of keyword would I use that I can market and use and market around? So something like if I'm trying to promote fitness, I even ask ChatGPT, like I just talk to it normally and just say, hey, look, I'm looking for a keyword that will suit my website. My website is based on fitness products that are easily, you can easily transport anywhere. They're not heavy machinery. Things like, bands, elastic bands, yoga mats, all that sort of thing. And I'm wanting a really good keyword that can actually help people find me, something that's searchable when people are actually searching in Google, what they might actually put into the Google search when they're looking for stuff like that. That's how I would actually say it to ChatGPT. Just normal, right? Just normal conversation. And I would just say, can you give me a great keyword for what I've just described to you? And then generally, I would probably say a long tail keyword rather than just a keyword. So I would say long tail keyword, and it will come back with something. And if the selections are not quite to your taste, ask it for more, and maybe even use some of its suggestions to create an original one of your own. All right. Okay, so that's it, guys. Sales ended at about 5 a.m. Okay, thanks, Lorraine. I know it was actually pretty packed in terms of, like, there were a lot of people going. I know when I was promoting it, there was actually quite a few through my promotion that were going. So yeah. But anyway, guys, look, thanks very much for coming along. We've gone 10 minutes over time, but who cares? Doesn't matter. I mean, I'll probably spend 10 minutes just trying to find the API key, right? So, but look, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.